We hear the term AI thrown around all the time. And it's so easy to just file it away with things like hoverboards and flying cars, stuff for the future. But the thing is, it's not the future. It's right now. It's in your pocket, it's deciding what you watch, and it's making these huge decisions that affect, well, the entire planet. So let's pull back the curtain and really see how this thing works.
So let me just start by asking you a question. Do you think you use AI every single day? Maybe you're thinking, no, not really, or I'm not sure. Well, believe it or not, the answer is a resounding yes. AI has kind of quietly woven itself into the fabric of our lives, working away in the background in all these ways we just take for granted. And that brings us right here. This isn't science fiction anymore, folks. AI is here, it's now, and the absolute easiest place to spot it is inside that little smart companion you carry around everywhere, your phone. I mean, this is where it gets real. Think about something like Circle to Search. You just draw a circle and boom, you get an answer. Or Live Translate. It's breaking down language barriers while you're literally on a phone call. Even when you use generative edit to zap someone out of the background of a photo, that's some seriously powerful AI at work. These aren't just cool ideas. They're real tools we're using every day. But here's the thing. All these features that we can see and touch, they're really just the friendly, visible tip of a much, much larger iceberg. Behind them are these incredibly powerful systems working silently in the background. So let's go a little deeper. Let's look past our phones for a second. There is this invisible AI engine running the show in our digital world. And this AI, well, it's doing a lot more than just tidying up your notes. It's making billion-dollar decisions for some of the biggest companies on Earth. Think about it for a second. This engine is constantly learning from everything you do. It's the magic behind Netflix knowing exactly what movie you're in the mood for, or how Spotify builds that playlist that just gets you. It's even helping banks decide who's a good candidate for a loan. And this number right here, this just shows the incredible scale of its influence. A mind-blowing 75% of what people watch on Netflix comes directly from an AI recommendation. That's not just a feature, that's a system that is actively shaping the pop culture tastes of millions and millions of people all over the world. So, how on earth does it do that? Well, it's basically a four-step loop. First, it just watches. It collects data on what you watch, what you rate, what you search for. Then, it cleans all that data up and starts building a profile of your tastes. It actually groups you with other people who like the same stuff. And that last step? That's the magic. Personalization. It serves you up the content it's now pretty sure you're gonna love. Okay, so now, take that exact same logic, sifting through tons of data to spot patterns, and just apply it to the world of finance. You've got AI models just tearing through millions of transactions a second, looking for fraud. They're sizing up credit risk using thousands of different data points, making these calls with a speed and a precision that honestly no human could ever match. But all this power, all this complexity, it brings us to this massive central challenge of the AI age. We've built these incredible brains, but how do we actually control a technology that even the people who made it don't always fully understand? Right. This is what the experts call the black box problem. See, a deep learning AI can give you a ridiculously accurate answer, like deny this person's loan. The problem is, it often can't tell you why. It can't show its homework. Data goes in, a decision comes out, but that whole messy process in the middle is a complete mystery. And that black box isn't just a weird quirk. It creates very, very real risks. You can break them down into four big areas. You've got ethical risks, like hidden biases. You've got operational risks, where the AI might just act weirdly or even hallucinate, which is a nice way of saying it just makes stuff up. Then you have reputational risks that can totally tank a company's trust. And of course, massive, massive security and privacy issues. So here's the bottom line. An AI has no common sense. It's only as good as the data you feed it. So if we train an AI on decades of historical loan data that already has old societal biases baked into it, well, the AI is going to learn those biases and then apply them perfectly and efficiently. It's not trying to be unfair. It's just a mirror reflecting the flawed data we gave it. So if we want to get all the amazing benefits of AI without the serious downsides, we can't just let it run wild. It's pretty clear we need a new set of rules. We need a framework to make sure innovation happens responsibly. And that framework has a name: AI governance. Now, the best way to think about this is not as a big red stop sign that slows everything down. Think of it more like guardrails on a super fast highway. It's a system that's designed to make sure that as this technology races forward, it stays on the road and does so safely, fairly, and sustainably. And this whole idea of governance is really built on a few common sense principles. First, transparency, just being open and honest about what an AI can and can't do. Second, AI literacy, making sure that regular people, not just the tech geniuses, understand the stuff. Then, of course, you need rock-solid security. And maybe the most important one of all, real human oversight, making sure that for the big, important decisions, a person always has the final say. Because you see, at the end of the day, the goal here isn't to replace us. It's to augment our own intelligence. The idea is to build a powerful partner that can see patterns and process data on a superhuman level. But, and this is the key, a partner that is always accountable to human values and human judgment.
Which, of course, brings us to the final question. There's no doubt that AI is an incredibly powerful partner, one that's already changing our world in ways we're just beginning to understand. But as we move forward together, we have to ask ourselves, who's leading the dance?